Yo, good morning FOMO fam, what's up? In this video I'm gonna reveal my crypto strategy, how you can make a ton of money with crypto. And later on in this video I'm gonna ask you a question. If you get the answer right, please leave a comment. I'm gonna pick one person that wins $50. Why do I do that? Just to say a thank you to this community for always supporting and make this channel grow super hard. But how to become a crypto millionaire? Because $50 is nice, but it's not a million, right? That's what we're gonna discuss today. And you might think like, who are you to tell me to become a millionaire? Are you a millionaire yourself? Well, I'm on the way there, right? And I made 200K from literally nothing in a couple of months with basically not a lot of knowledge yet. So with the knowledge that I have right now, I feel like, man, we can do this. We can do this. It's easy even, right? But you have to know a little bit how. And I will show you in this video. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you did, turn on the bell notification so you won't miss out on anything. Let's take a real quick look at the crypto market first to talk about that. Because we had a slight pullback and everybody was already freaking out. Like everybody was euphoric, of course. And then we have a little pullback, which is like, it would surprise me if we do not have such a pullback, and everybody is already like, you fucking rally, it wasn't worth shit. Like, come on, man. That's like, it's part of the game, man. So on the monthly chart, if you look at this, well, you know, we didn't had such a big green candle for Bitcoin since, well, maybe here in October, but I don't even think it was like, it was in the bull run, right? And we had multiples of these candles, right, in a row. So you know what a bull run can do. But in this bear market, it did quite well. If we look at the daily chart for Bitcoin, what's quite funny, and it really depends on how accurate I've drawn this line exactly, but if you, well, not so accurate from what I see. But if you take a look how Bitcoin was in this downtrend right here, we broke this downtrend and now it looks like we are testing it as support. That's really healthy. That's really healthy. I mean, we pumped quite hard without a break. We had a little break right here for like maybe like not even a week, and we had another leg up, and now we broke this this diagonal right here and testing it as support. I think it's very healthy that we do that, and as long as we stay above like, well, 22.7, you know, these wicks could also always happen, of course, but as long as we close above there, it's very good news. And this line is coming down, right? So it gives us more room to go down a little bit over time. So that's looking quite interesting. And what else is looking quite interesting is the S&P 500. Because the S&P was also in this downtrend right here, and what you notice is that the S&P also broke this downtrend finally. You know, we were making lower highs, lower lows, and it is like we made a high, I think. I mean, the high was 49.4 and the last one was 4100. Shit. Almost a higher high, but we were well on the way, right? But it's looking way better now that we broke this trend here. So that's looking good. The XY is coming up a little bit, but I already said that in a couple of videos ago, like, yeah, it would be understandable if we bounce from this level, because this goes back for years and this was a big level. So it would be weird if we break it just like in one try, right? And that's what we didn't do. Very understandable. And of course, our beloved juicy altcoins. Well, that's of course also something, you know, we have to pay attention to. Yeah, and altcoins, like this was a Bitcoin rally, Bitcoin season. Or it was, it maybe still is, right? That's what we're going to talk about a little bit. But altcoins got rejected for the third time in a row, just made a lower high basically, and now we are on our way down again. Yeah, that's part of the game. I mean, eventually we will break this, but you know, a lot of people always think like, okay, this is the time that we are going to break this, and that's the time they ape into altcoins. While, you know, if they aped into altcoins right here, we're in a loss. If they aped into altcoins right here, they were in a loss. If they aped into altcoins right here, now already in a loss, and the loss could be way bigger, of course, right? Have the guts to ape into altcoins also at this point, and this point, right? So, but how? Okay, so how to what I talk about in this video? What the main purpose is? How to really become a crypto millionaire? Well, the first step sounds stupid, but you already made it. You already made the first step. And that's by watching this video. And not specifically this video, but you are still interested in crypto, right? So you are here, you want to know about it, you want to learn, you want to hear other people's opinions, and I don't know, right? That's the first step. Because if you take a look at the social metrics, that's quite funny. The red line is the social metrics, and that's the amount of people that's still subscribing to YouTube channels, watching YouTube videos, following Twitter analysts, following exchanges on Twitters, layer ones on Twitter, layer ones on Twitter, right? And as you can see, since 2021 in May, that was the top, right? Everybody was out there. Everybody was checking out everything, and they were really engaged, and crypto was a hype, and everybody's grandmother was talking about it. Now, it is a lot lower, of course, right? We had a pretty huge pump in November. How come? Well, it's not always positive, because this was during the FTX dump, right? So although this came up, it's mainly because what happened to FTX made a lot of people aware of like what was going on, and interacting with that, and talking about crypto and following the news, right? But it was not for a positive reason or anything, right? Here it was positive just because we, the price momentum was way better, although the price there came down a little bit, but went up again. So, but now we are approaching lows again, right? The low was the 11th of January. There, the social risk was sitting under 0.2. That's quite low. That's quite low. And now we are sitting at 0.212. So that's basically the same level. So although we had this pump, people are not interested, really, right? You are. So that gives you the benefit, because in every single bear market, when people are not interested, when are people less interested? When we are around the bottom, right? And the people that are there and that actually do the research there and accumulate their DCA or whatever, these are the ones that are getting rewarded, right? If they are here, once the run up happens, right? Because you see right here was the peak. Yeah, these people were already too late, right? Here also, this red line was the peak. Everybody was into crypto right there. Why? Was after the top, right? So I think you should really take a moment sometimes and look at yourself and be like, yeah, man, I'm still here. For some reason, you have the conviction. I don't know what your reason is, but you are here. So that's the first step. Being here. So please tell your friends about this video that may be not in crypto or not in crypto anymore. Because what I just showed you, this is how a lot of people get wrecked, right? Stepping in too late. And the people that become really, really, really rich are the ones that are here at the bottom or around the bottom, right? So that being said, but really, how to become a crypto millionaire? Well, you have to have a plan. I think having a plan is way more important than just randomly throwing your money in crypto when you think it is the right time. So what's the plan? What's my plan? Let me talk about that. Well, when you have a plan, you can stick to it. And you can really work towards that. Otherwise, if you do not have a plan, how are you going to approach things? You're going to do that with emotions. It's not even best to turn your emotions off when it comes to crypto. In my opinion, it's best to do the complete opposite of what your emotions are telling you, right? So your plan should be, like, let me tell you what my plan is. I, for example, I said that in yesterday's video, I think, like, I had a little FOMO. I saw the market going up, and here I felt like, I feel like I want to FOMO in. But then, if I do that, I'm part of the losing team, because a lot of people are buying here. And why do we get these red candles now? Because the people that already bought here are taking their profits. right? So you just become their exit liquidity in a relief rally, right? If you cannot handle such a relief rally already, then you're going to totally mess up in the bull run, because that's going to be way more all over the place. It's going to happen way faster as well, and your decision making is going to be, it's going to suck, right? So your plan, and it sounds stupid, is to have patience. And having patience is the only thing that you need to become really, really rich with crypto. And why do I say become a crypto millionaire? Well, in a video that I made months ago, I said already, you basically need 2 runs. And you can do it, right? If you, and you know, you have to buy, I'm giving you an example now of buying the bottom and selling the top. That's not possible, but somewhere in that area, right? And that's what we try to guide you on this channel, of course, as well. If you know, we have a bear market, right? Just like we have right now, although it's kind of coming to an end right now, in my opinion, but we have a bear market. If you find your hustle, you work, whatever you do to make money, and you accumulate money. And when it's accumulation phase, you start to throw your money in crypto. And let's say at the bottom here, you put in total like, I don't know, $1,000 into crypto, right? Could be less for you, could be more for you, I don't know, $1,000, right? What happened in this pump right here? We went from $160 to $20,000. It's more than 100x that we did right there, right? So you already here, you know, in hindsight, you 100x'd your $1,000. You made $100,000. This is very hypothetical, but wait for it. Let's say you sell around the top. You locked your $100,000, right? You waited for the bear market to play out again, and you put your $100,000 back into crypto, right? Then you're riding this wave again where you did more than a 20x. You made $2 million out of just 2 runs, starting with $1,000. All right, so you do it's like again, you really have to time it correctly if you want to make that out of it, and that's of course not possible. But let's say $1 million. Then you just made $1 million out of $1,000. You do not need a lot of money to make a lot of money in crypto. It's still very volatile. But what the problem is with most people is that, especially in these times, right? In these times, they feel like, I want to ape into altcoins, right? And basically what happens if you ape into altcoins topped November 8th, 2021, right? And it's just only getting lower, 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 lower. And of course, people still making money on altcoins if they trade it very well, or if they, you know, coincidentally bought a gala at 1.5 cents and rode the wave to 5 cents, something like that. Of course, there are always opportunities, but overall, the altcoin market is still getting lower. And that was my problem as well. I was aping into altcoins all the freaking time. All the time, right? It's crazy how much money I've thrown away, right? And later on sold it just to secure what I had left, right? You want to prevent that stuff. Please prevent that stuff. So I'm gonna tell you what my plan is. My plan is I'm aping a little bit into altcoins after I did a lot of research and I felt like, okay, we may be around the bottom, but be careful with that, because that's what people thought here. That's what people thought here. That's what people thought here, 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 here. Now, everyone was wrong all the time. That's what the chart shows, right? So be a little careful with that and be a little patient. If you see such a pattern right here, for example, this is the altcoin market, right? Goes up, down, up, down, up. Where do you want to buy it? If it's up or down? Ask yourself that question. It's not so hard, right? You want to buy it when it's down. We had the best opportunity ever in December, right? I missed on a lot of it as well. I bought some and I missed on a lot of it as well. And I wanted to ape in right here. But then I felt like I said, no, I don't want to be part of the losing team right here. As long as altcoins are in this pattern, it's only understandable that after going up, down, that it now goes down. I want to buy right here. Very simple. What if it doesn't go down right here again? Then I'm gonna buy the breakout, retest, breakout, buy there, right? Then you won't miss out on it as well, right? But my plan is, and you have to make your plan. You have to make your plan. You cannot be reckless and feel like, oh, this altcoin is low now, so I'm gonna throw a lot of money in this altcoin. For example, if people did that with Cardano, right? Anywhere since August last year, they are in a loss, right? They feel like, oh, it went all the way down from $3 to 70 cents. What a great buy it is. So people, they bought a lot of Cardano, and you saw the price was going up and everybody, yay. And then what happens? Went back from 120 all the way here to 40 cents. And then it went sideways. People thought like, oh, maybe it's a good time to accumulate a little bit now. So retail was, you know, carefully throwing a little money in it. And then again, blah, down again. Right? This is what the altcoin market does. Now Cardano is 37 cents. All right? Okay, hear me out. If you think it's a good time to buy Cardano right now, you could be lucky now, right? After all this, it now can be finally changed, right? But so far the trend is down, right? So if you now buy Cardano at 37 cents, you have to at least be prepared to the fact that it could easily go down to 18 cents, right? That's half. And a lot of people feel like, oh, down 50%? Bro, down 50% from the top, it was 150. It went way lower than that. It went down 92%, right? You lost all your money almost if you bought right here. Right? It can always go down a lot more, right? A lot more. And that's my plan. Patience, right? Patience. Also, if you have TradingView, pop up the stochastic RSI here at indicators, fill in starch. You see the stochastic RSI, put your time frame on the weekly right here. And mostly whenever the stochastic RSI is here oversold, it's not a good time to buy, right? I can give you a couple of examples on the Cardano chart right here. It speaks for itself. Here, it was oversold. Why would you buy right here? Because the way down from oversold to overbought, to oversold was this, down 60%. Right? Again, here, a lot of people ate into it. Overbought again. What happened? Overbought to oversold. It came down another 60%. Then again, we had a small pump right here. It was way overbought. People bought there though. And when we went down to the oversold territory, we went down another 60%. Now, it is again overbought. Right? Is it weird to at least consider that it could go down another 60% from here? No, definitely not. And if we go down another 60%, it will bring Cardano to around 15 cents, right? Be patient. Be patient. You rather want to miss out on the way up. So if it does this and then goes up, you rather want to buy it right here, right? That you miss out on this pump right here, then that you just buy and throw all your money away in the meantime, not knowing where it's going to end, right? Because that's what you could have done anywhere. And then Cardano really has to do a lot of pumping before you even play even, let alone make money in this crypto market. My plan, personally, I talked about this a lot, so you probably already know this. My plan is this. The Bitcoin dominance is one of the most important charts I think there is, because the Bitcoin dominance shows exactly how much money is sitting into Bitcoin instead of altcoins, right? So now the Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 44.5%, give or take, right? And if we look at, you know, these yellow lines, this range, this is how the dominance is ranging, right? When the dominance goes down, that's an altcoin season. All right, so don't let anybody. I saw some morons on Twitter saying this is an altcoin season right now. Don't buy that, right? Because an altcoin season is when the dominance goes down, when Bitcoin, you know, when altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. That's the definition of an altcoin season. Now, when are altcoins outperforming Bitcoin? When the Bitcoin dominance goes down, so when more money is flowing from Bitcoin into altcoins. Now, Bitcoin dominance is ranging since May last year from up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And now it's on its way up again. Could get a small rejection in the meantime right here and then go up. I don't know. It doesn't have to be in a straight line. You saw it right here as well. We went down. We went up here. small retrace. Altcoins had a small rally right there compared to Bitcoin, but then bam. And you remember the June rally last year, the relief rally in June? That was an altcoin rally. How come? Well, it's very simple, because the Bitcoin dominance was going down. This was June until August, September, right? Here the dominance was going down. That's when altcoins really popped against Bitcoin. So I want to see the altcoin, the Bitcoin dominance going up to this level again, at least 50%. Benjamin Cohen, one of the, I think the best analyst and the best crypto YouTuber out there, he even thinks that the Bitcoin dominance might go up to around 60%. It is a big level. Although I think this is already a level that's very interesting. And what I am planning to do is buy as much Bitcoin as, you know, at low prices right now. I just even bought some Bitcoin at 22.7, and it could definitely go lower, but that's a part of my dollar cost strategy, right? You don't always want to wait for deep dips, because what if there's no dip and then you have no Bitcoin, right? I'm planning on accumulating a lot of Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin dominance will be higher than what it is right now. So what if the Bitcoin dominance ends up here, or maybe even here, right? That's where I will convert my Bitcoin into altcoins, right? Because if you look at altcoins right now, and that's my strategy to become very wealthy, right? Because, for example, Cardano, what is it doing compared to Bitcoin? Forget about dollars. What if you have Bitcoin? Because altcoins bleed against Bitcoin. So if you do want to be in the market, like you do not want to miss out, but you also want to have some gunpowder to buy altcoins, then you should have Bitcoin, right? Because if we have a rally, Bitcoin goes to $300,000, I think, right? So even if I miss out on altcoins, I still make a 15x on my Bitcoin. Cool, that's fine with me, right? Fine. But if you look at a lot of altcoins, what is, for example, Cardano doing? Cardano is only making lower lows throughout, well, last 1.5 years, right? The low was a month ago, right? It was not that long ago that we had a new low for Cardano. So if you wanted to buy Cardano at the lowest price, you could have bought Cardano in the week of December 26, right? That was the lowest price it has ever been since the bull market, basically since the run-up when Cardano really came up right here, right? If you look at this, December 26, that was also the lowest dollar price in this case. Why? Because just Bitcoin was also not doing so well back then. But a lot of altcoins look like that. Not all of them, but still, Arweave also low. Look, I mean, yes, it came up in the last couple of weeks, but overall, the trend is still down. The trend is still down, right? A lot of altcoins look like that. Let me take a look. Phantom had a good run, by the way. Phantom really had a good run. So that's really exceptionary how Phantom is behaving. But overall, also, Phantom is still down compared to Bitcoin. So if you feel like Bitcoin goes back to its all-time high, right, of 70K, right? Let's say 3x from here. It will be way more. But let's just compare to that. Still, Phantom is down compared to Bitcoin, 73% from its all-time high, right? So if Phantom even goes back compared to where it was compared to Bitcoin, that's a 3x, right? That's a 3x. But if Bitcoin also does a 3x dollar value, you have a 9x on total, right? But you do not want to buy these breakouts, and that's the whole point. So I'm stacking up on a lot of Bitcoin when we dip. Altcoins, there is no rush. There's no rush because a lot of these charts, believe it, man, I really like pull-up trading view. Fill in the altcoin you want. For example, well, in this case, Phantom, and then you say Bitcoin. Pull up these charts, right? You will see that a lot of these charts are going down. And at a certain point, they will find their lows, right? And that's the point where you buy them. So that's my plan. That's really what I'm doing to really become very wealthy with crypto. Don't ape into altcoins because so far you're throwing your money away, right? There are always pumps. You can be lucky. Overall, the market is still going down, right? And I am buying some altcoins, like I said in yesterday's video, not to, you know, confuse you, like one day you say this and the other day you say that. I'm still buying altcoins, definitely. But these are the altcoins that I have done a great part of research to, or I really feel like I do not have enough of them. And if I then have my hands on these altcoins and they go a little bit lower, it's fine because I'm dollar costing. But if you have $1,000 and you put $500 right now into an altcoin, that's purely gambling. And so far you would have lost your money. So please learn from that, all right? So that's what I'm doing right now. Question for the giveaway. What's a good question for the giveaway? Because you can win $50 and in any currency you like, and I will pick the winner in the next video. No, in the video after that, because next video will be pre-recorded. The question for the giveaway: how much percent was the Bitcoin dominance sitting in this video? Let me know. Guys, if you like this content, please subscribe to the channel, support your local Dutch guy, smack that like button, turn on the bell notification, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye.